Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Elfriki and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, a week on, New Zealand and the world remembers terror victims. Fijians show unity for Muslim community. And victims speak out about losing loved ones.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
1 week on, almost to the minute, New Zealand and the world stopped this afternoon to reflect and remember the victims of the Christchurch terror attack that claimed 50 lives. At 1:30 p.m, among flowers of remembrance, the Muslim call to prayer went out, followed by 2 minutes of silence as thousands gathered at Hagley Park opposite the Al Nur Mosque in Deans Avenue in Christchurch. The Prime Minister and Muslim leaders led the 2-minute silence and call to prayer. A mass funeral took place in Christchurch this afternoon for 26 victims of the New Zealand mosque attacks. The show of unity amongst Muslims and non-Muslims alike included many women around New Zealand wearing hijab or headscarves. This as communities pull together to show unity in the face of terror. Meanwhile, a week after Christchurch terrorist attack, many non-Muslim women in Fiji today chose to wear headscarves known as hijab. FBC News spoke to 2 women in Fiji who wore hijabs to show Muslims they are not alone. Kritika Kumar reports.
Swastika Chand is the mother of a 4-year-old and said wearing a hijab today was her personal way of showing her support for the Christchurch victims and their families.
Wearing this hijab today to show love, support and grief for the innocent people who lost their lives in last week's terrorist attack in Christchurch.
Chand says she intends to ease the fear of Muslim women in wearing hijabs and show that there is no difference.
Non-Muslims wearing hijab, basically, we are basically trying to make them stronger and make them feel that no, you can wear your hijabs and go out.
Meanwhile, 37-year-old Swaran Ravindra says she intends to show solidarity to all Muslims.
You know, regardless whether it was a Christchurch shooting, whether it was to do with Islam or Hinduism or any other denomination or any other religion for that matter, I think nobody should be killed for the choice of the religion.
She adds religion is never a reason for terrorism.
I think humanity is above everything else. So we are human beings first before Hindu or before we are Muslims or Hindu or Christian.
The hijab is a sign of modesty and today it was also a sign of togetherness. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
Despite their injuries, many of those shot last Friday turned up at today's gathering to pray and share their stories of survival. One of them, a brave teenager who lost his father and brother. 5 mosques have been attacked in the city of Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Officials believe this was prompted by what happened in Christchurch. Counter-terrorism officials are helping police after windows were smashed with a sledgehammer. Still to come, alleged child killers further remanded. And Wolbachia mosquitoes to be released in the Western Division. Details after the break.
Nambula FM, nambando ay nasere.
Hoya ubasit sai Lambasa. Ya ndo talita ina warong ng Bula FM namba 2 na sere.
Guya do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka. Talita kina na warong ng Bula FM namba 2 na sere.
Wana tuma ng Bula FM namba 2 na sere nawaluan.
Na vengo fani na tao nengo singa toka. Kita ndo talita ka ng Bula FM namba 2 na sere.
Bula FM namba 2.
The Tai-Level Provincial Council today signed onto the care network created by the Corrections Service to work towards the successful integration of ex-offenders back into society. Council Chair ACP Rusiate Tunravu says a committee has been formed to help ex-offenders return to the community. Savarit Tamboa has more.
The contribution of the province is vital for the rehabilitation of inmates, as most of them are being neglected by their families after serving their time in prison.
A majority of our inmates come from village backgrounds. That is why it is important for us to encourage the participation of the provinces, so that we can reduce the number of inmates coming in.
The council will ensure that when they are released, they can be integrated back into the community. Tunravu says it's vital for the community to enact their plans and continue discussing how to help these people become productive members of the province.
Some of these people are well educated. What we can do as part of the bigger family, if there's a need for us to get him to work somewhere, so these are all part of those programs.
Televu is the 4th province to have signed and support Corrections Service Care Initiative to benefit ex-offenders. Sawera Tambua, FBC News.
A 20-year-old woman and her 28-year-old partner alleged to have murdered a 2-year-old girl appeared in the Suva High Court this morning. Louisa Maria Kumar and Christopher Narayan each face a murder charge. It is alleged Narayan and Kumar murdered Kumar's daughter earlier this month. The state today asked for 21 days to file information and disclosures. The matter has been adjourned to April 15th. A 40-year-old mother living in extreme poverty who killed her newborn baby in Navua 2 years ago has been given a non-custodial sentence today by the Suva High Court. Tavanisa Radeva was initially charged with murder. However, she was found guilty of the lesser charge of infanticide yesterday. Pranita Prakash reports.
The Suva High Court judge said Radeva willfully suffocated her infant child in an unbalanced state of mind. The court heard that Radeva has 6 children. Her eldest is married and 2 others live with relatives. Radeva was supporting her 3 youngest children in the home of her 82-year-old mother. She had no support from her family and earned $100 per week working as a house girl. The court heard that her children were fathered by 4 different men, but none were giving her any support. She lived in extreme poverty, which led to the crime of infanticide. The judge sentenced Tavanisa to 2 years probation and ordered she attend counseling. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
In an effort to eliminate the spread of dengue fever, chikungunya and Zika, Wolbachia mosquitoes will soon be released in the Western Division. The project has been made possible with the support of $2.7 million from the New Zealand Aid Program. Felipe Naikaso has more.
Health Minister Dr. Ifremi Wanganambete says Nandi and Lautoka are hotspot areas for dengue outbreaks, and this initiative is being rolled out as a proactive measure.
This issue of Wolbachia and being able to control mosquito vector-borne diseases will take an whole-of-nation approach, which involves us as government, NGOs, stakeholders, external funders, and also the communities at large.
The funding provided by the New Zealand Aid Program will enable the World Mosquito Program to protect an additional 120,000 people.
Fiji has experienced its own fair share of outbreaks, including as recently as 2018, last year, so knows this burden only too well. Those outbreaks act as a constraint on economic and human development, and they drain already limited resources.
We are so pleased that we have been assisted by the New Zealand Aid to continue the second phase of the program in the Western Division. And I hope there's a lot of talks going on to continue with the 3rd and the 4th phase.
The World Mosquito Program will host the Mbula Wolbachia Day tomorrow at Lautoka Churchill Park to raise more awareness on these mosquitoes. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
5 in every 10,000 Fijians have tuberculosis. While celebrating World TB Day, Health Minister Dr. Ifremi Wanganambete says TB cases have dropped due to the good work done by health officials so far. Sainiani Boiler reports.
The Suva-Lami corridor was estimated to have a relatively high ratio compared to the national ratio. Health officials were saluted for the effort in reducing this ratio.
And the reason why it's emptier now is because a lot of good work has been done over the intervening years up until today.
The World Health Organization says Fiji, despite having a moderate TB burden with about 450 people suffering from the disease every year, it impacts families, communities and the country as a whole.
While Fiji has made progress, important steps have been taken. We need to scale up our efforts to further reduce and ultimately eliminate TB.
The Health Ministry is urging families and societies to work together with the ministry to provide needed support to individuals with TB. Sainia Nimboila, FBC News.
Coming up in sports later with Jamie Babbitt addresses discipline in national team, but first Anna is here now with business.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up after the break. 3 traders fined for overpricing. And in growing Fiji, research station introduces new fruit varieties. Stay with us.
Voila, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singatoka. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Mariva. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Leading business tonight, the Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission is warning traders and service providers to comply with the provisions of the FCCC Act 2010 or face the consequences. 3 traders were fined $11,000 collectively recently for contravening provisions of the Act. Lura Lay Investment Limited from Savu and Tavayuni Meridian Trading Limited were charged for failing to mark the maximum retail prices of certain price control goods. Lay Investment was fined $5,000 while Tavayuni Meridian Trading was fined $1,000. Gua Brothers Company Limited, operating from Raiwanga Suva, was charged for selling certain price control items at a price exceeding the set maximum retail price for the item. The trader was convicted and fined $5,000. The FCCC is reminding traders and service providers to be fair in their dealings at all times. Sanifa from HFC Bank joins us now with the latest from the money market.
Looking at the latest in the foreign exchange market, the US dollar largely held onto the previous session's gains in early Asian trade this morning, while the pound edged up on news that Britain could leave the European Union without a Brexit deal at a slightly later date. The Bank of England kept interest rates steady yesterday and said most businesses felt as ready as they could be for a no-deal Brexit. Figures today showed Japan's core consumer prices rose 0.7% in February from a year earlier, slowing from the previous month's pace. The data underlines the fragile nature of Japan's economic recovery as escalating US-China trade friction and slowing Chinese growth weigh on exports and business sentiment. That's all from HFC Bank for this week. Binaka.
The Brexit decision and the Bank of England's resolve to hold the line on interest rates affected the basket of currencies used to calculate the value of the Fiji dollar, which fell slightly against most currencies today, showing a rise only against the euro. Looking at commodities, crude oil prices eased, dropping to just below $60 per barrel. Gold headed down as well at $1,309 per ounce, and silver closed lower at $15.47 per ounce. In growing Fiji, the Nododo Levu Agricultural Research Station in Singatoka is thriving with new varieties of fruit, livestock and poultry. President Major General retired Chocho Konrote visited the research station yesterday to see the latest work. He was briefed about farming, planting and other programs such as the Cane Coastal Farmers Cooperative. He was also updated on new livestock breeds the Agriculture Ministry has delved into. This includes a new breed of chicken, the Anglo-Nubian and young buck goats. The president also got updated about calves and cattle from the embryo transfer program pioneered last December. Konrote, who is an avid farmer, also toured the research station's nursery to see some of the newly introduced fruit varieties. And that's a wrap from the business desk for tonight. Jamie is next with sports.
Thanks and good evening. Coming up, Tambandamu chasing 5th win in a row at Maris Sevens, and the latest from the Lautoka Secondary School's athletics zone. This and more after the break.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Fiji Airways men's sevens coach Gareth Baber says he's glad to have Kalione Nasoko and Paulanrani Sinukula as leaders in his squad. Both players have worn the captain's armband this season, and Baber believes both will be key to their World Series campaign with 4 more tournaments to be played. Koroi Tandolala reports.
Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Baber says good leadership in the field is paramount to the team's performance.
I'm blessed to have 2 good leaders in there, and Paula went and led in Vancouver and did a fantastic job. Not just the leadership he showed with the group, but the way he conducted himself in the field individually as well. So yeah, it's a tough call, but I'm also mindful that when we came into the season, Paula was in that position, and through injury, Callie pushed him. What was good about that is Callie became a natural captain as well.
Leadership will certainly be a factor in the Sevens side if they are to win the series title this year and secure a spot for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. The top 4 teams in the overall standing will get an automatic qualification.
We're still chasing that. I know we've made it difficult for ourselves on times, but we've played some fantastic rugby as well, and we've won 2 tournaments, and the next goal is to win the next tournament.
The side has won 2 tournaments so far this season and is in 3rd place in the standings with 101 points. Meanwhile, Fiji is in Pool C with New Zealand, Australia and Kenya in the Hong Kong Sevens 2 weeks from today. Koroi Tandolala, FBC Sports.
Despite a tough start to the tournament, 4-time Maris Sevens defending champion Tambandamu Blue is hopeful of reclaiming the title again this year. The side has struggled a bit through its pool matches with the absence of some of its key players competing abroad. Melita Vanga reports.
The Tambandamu Blues players are working extra hard to stamp a mark at Maris Sevens as it is missing some key players.
A few players that have been moving abroad for a few of the tournaments. Luke Lutunabano, Atanasio Murumuri and Glenn Dakoti. They were in Malaysia at the moment, also playing for the International Invitation Sevens, which is held at Malaysia this weekend. Sambali has been drafted to the Warden team, including Joseph Ambilo Green.
On a positive note, the absence of these players has given other junior ones to prove their worth.
It's give us a lot of impact. As I say, it's lift the morale of the boys, especially some of these boys have been playing for our development team for the past years. Now they have proven themselves and they'll progress so well.
Despite the minor setbacks, the side has maintained its unbeaten run in the pool games.
We progressed really well in our pool games. We felt the absence of some of our key players in the squad, and I thank the boys that we managed to pull through and maintain our winning run.
Tambandamu has been crowned Maris Sevens champions 4 times in a row, and they want to maintain the winning momentum this weekend. Melita Vanga, FBC Sports.
The Fiji football team expects a tough match against Mauritius in its next international friendly on Sunday. This after a fast-paced Mauritius side beat New Caledonia 3-1 at Lautoka's Churchill Park last night. Gabel says they have designed a strategy to counter Mauritius in the hope of upsetting their flow.
Right spirit for that, and then I have analyzed a bit the game, and every day we work on how to create a problem for to Mauritius. Of course, the game of tomorrow will give us more information about Mauritius, the way their transition, their attack, their defense.
Natambua and Jasper Williams are currently leading the Coca-Cola Lautoka Zone meet after day 1. In the boys division, Natambua finished the day with 14 gold, 6 silver and 11 bronze. In second place, St. Thomas High School has 5 gold, 4 silver and 7 bronze. While in third place, Nrasa Signatory has 2 gold and 1 silver. In the girls division, Jasper is leading with 18 gold, 10 silver and 6 bronze. In second place, Natambua High School has 2 gold and 5 bronze. And in third, Vishnu Deo Memorial College with 1 gold medal. The finals for the 200 meters and the 4x100 and 4x400 meters will take place tomorrow at Churchill Park.
First of all, Day 1 competition was a success, I believe, in terms of it was a protest-free Day 1 competition. As usual, Natambua and Jasper Williams High School are leading. However, we should not take things at this point in time that, okay, we have another day of competition, and smaller schools like St. Thomas High School, okay, Tilak High School, Vishnudeo, LMC are equally showing good talents on the tracks also.
Kiwi rugby star Sonny Bill Williams attended today's call to prayer at Hagley Park in Christchurch. The Highlanders paid tribute to the lives lost in last Friday's Christchurch terror attack, with the Southern squad visiting the team's local mosque in Dunedin. The team also gave the Muslim community a special jersey before flying out to Auckland to play the Blues. In today's play of the day, Lou Williams doing something new to lift the LA Clippers. Williams drilled a 28-foot three-pointer over a defender while fading to his left to give the Clippers a thrilling 119-116 win over the Nets and set off a jubilant celebration at Staples Center. It was the first buzzer-beating winner Williams had hit in his 14 seasons. That's it from sports tonight. Angie joins you later with weather and in new media. We take a look at some of the latest Royal smart devices, including a flexible keyboard. Find out more after the break.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ लुम्बुआ से जैसे प्रेनी नोट मशहूर है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
In new media tonight, we take a look at some of Royal's newest smart devices. It's weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. It's Friday and I hope your day was great, just like our weather, less humid and more cooler. We also had some showers in the eastern side and they're most likely to surround us later in the evening. Now taking a look in the west, quite mild, the sun was out, a very beautiful day here. Eastwards from Pack Havarasuva, it was a bit gloomy with light showers earlier today, but afterwards it went partly fine. And up north, another amazing day. At sea, easterly winds 30 knots, moderate to rough seas. For the tides, low tide at 1:59 a.m. and high tide at 8:13 a.m. Sunrise at 6:11. For tomorrow, it looks like we have entered the rain season because we'll have little to no sunshine around us. Tomorrow's temps, the western side is warmer. Expect Bar to heat 33 degrees. And looking further on to Sunday, it's shower time again, so have a cool weekend. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, should the national football team play more international friendlies to lift their standard?
I think Fiji team, the soccer team, they should play other international teams so that they can uplift their ways of games.
I think they should, because they will be exposed to more game plan and learn more from there. Yes, because they will gain experience while playing with other teams.
I think Fiji should play more international games, friendlies against other countries to uplift the standard of sports, soccer.
Definitely they should have more international matches to improve their rankings.
So I think Fiji should play more international friendly matches because, you know, it will boost Fiji football here.
In the world of the weird and the wonderful, Petco shops in the US have a policy that states all leash pets are welcome, and one Texas man decided to see if that was true. Recapping the main stories for tonight, a week on, New Zealand and the world remembers terror victims. Fijians show unity for Muslim community. And victims speak about losing loved ones. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment this week, we're asking, will you pledge to call out hate and racist speech on social media? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day. A common scene at various venues in New Zealand. Vigil held for the terror attack victims of Christchurch, taken by Radio Tarana. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was the FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye for now.
Bula, nevang go malakai leloma, ngongai nakas untuk makarong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Hoya o basit sai sa Ilambasa, ya untuk talita ina warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Gua do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Wana tunga ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere namuan.
Nevang go fani na tao no go singa toka, kita untuk talita kana Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.